Hi everyone, Thursday, February the 25th, Ron Crider reporting with the numbers for today. I tell you every day when I first start this, I don't have the numbers at 11:34, but I will have them fairly soon today. I have a couple of interesting little videos that you might want to see, these little news blips that I picked up this morning. When are all of the seniors in Florida going to be fully vaccinated? Well, they're going to try to tell you that in one of the videos. That's the first video I'm going to show you today. And the second little news clip is Wall Street is moving to Florida. Absolutely. Wall Street is moving down here. Well, why? Mainly because they like our taxes, they like our weather, and things aren't quite as complicated down here as they are up north. And also, in addition to that, the weather's going to be really nice. 82 degrees today, 58 degrees in the morning. On Friday morning, 83 degrees tomorrow. No rain in the forecast that I can see. So, based on all of that, we're going to zip right along. Don't forget to push the like button. That's a good thing. I'll jump right in here to these short little news clips, and then I'll give you the numbers, and we'll be off and running. I try to get through this as quickly as possible. I know you don't have a lot of time to deal with this. You want to get right to the heart of things, and look at this. I'm only into it for like a minute and 30 seconds, and we're getting into the news clips, and we'll be done those in about 2 minutes, and then we'll have the numbers. Back in a flash.
Well, in true Florida fashion, I'm using sand to demonstrate. So imagine each grain as a person. We have nearly 4.5 million seniors here in Florida. Of these, we have just over 2 million seniors vaccinated. That's about 47%. But the question is, when will all seniors get their shot?
There's a feeling only 47% of seniors can relate to right now.
I'm feeling very relieved.
As a Florida senior citizen, Connie Maderick spent days trying to get an appointment.
Persistence pays, keep trying.
53% of Florida seniors are still unvaccinated. Maderick wonders, when can they relate to how she feels?
But it won't be so stressful and so worrisome.
To find out how long it will take for every senior to feel that way, I went right to the experts inside FGCU's mathematics department.
It is going to take about 53 to 73 days.
Associate Professor Senthil Gurumurgan calculated the overall average rate we've been vaccinating seniors from the start in December until now.
The total number of vaccines that were administered per day was about 28,000.
But let's look at the last 2 weeks. We've been able to up our daily doses, averaging around 40,000 a day. That changes calculations.
People that are getting vaccinated are nearly identical with every slot, in the sense with every day.
With that assumption in mind, all seniors could be vaccinated before summer.
We could probably get it done in 50-something days.
A small step toward herd immunity, so you can spend your summer with a sense of comfort.
We're okay and safe.
In Lee County, Shannon Kuo, NBC2.
There is a steady exodus of businesses moving out of New York and California, and the pandemic may have completely changed the way companies operate. Now that working from home has taken its hold, the trend offers CEOs options. No longer do they have to pay for expensive real estate in New York City or San Francisco. They can have people working remotely or relocate jobs to locations that are less costly. Major cities, such as New York, Los Angeles and San Francisco, have punishingly high tax rates and lack business-friendly policies. With pushes to defund the police and cutting down on prosecutions, cities have been plagued by crime, violence, looting and disorder. Government officials have demonstrated flagrant disregard for their citizens by haphazardly ordering businesses and schools to shut down with little warnings. The flight out of New York has been in the works before the pandemic. Wall Street executives previously relocated thousands of jobs to states outside of New York in an effort to cut costs. Credit Suisse, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Barclays, UBS, Citigroup, AllianceBernstein and an array of other financial institutions have established and aggressively staffed hubs in Florida, North Carolina, Salt Lake City, Dallas, Nashville and other less expensive locations compared to New York. A combination of high taxes, poor governance on the part of New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, ever-increasing crime, capricious business and school shutdowns and a resurgence in COVID-19 cases contributed to Goldman Sachs' recent decision to move its large money management division to Florida. The absence of a state income tax, plus warm weather and a business-friendly mindset, has already prompted hedge fund billionaires and native New Yorkers Paul Singer and Carl Icahn to relocate their respective businesses to Florida. Leon Cooperman, the billionaire former hedge fund manager and CEO of Goldman Sachs Asset Management, previously moved to Florida. He said of his move, "I suspect Florida will soon rival New York as a finance hub, due in part to the tax and spend policies of New York." A number of bankers told their boss, Ken Moelis, the CEO of his eponymous investment bank Moelis, that they wanted to leave New York City for Florida. In response to their request, Moelis replied, "We're a talent business. I want to attract, I want to motivate, and I want to retain the greatest talent in the world. And if that talent wants to do it in Florida, that's where we'll support them." Moelis, according to a Bloomberg interview, will consider opening or expanding offices, as his employees decide to relocate to cities where tax rates are lower, the climate is warmer and the government is friendly to business. Charles Gasparino, the longtime chronicler of Wall Street, wrote in the New York Post, "Many other banks and financial businesses are now seeking to move out of the once friendly confines of New York City, which isn't so friendly anymore."
Alrighty, so Wall Street is moving to Florida. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing. I guess anybody who comes to Florida is probably pretty good. Will help the economy, make things grow better. 21.5 million people, we're growing fast. Pretty soon we're going to be one of the biggest states in the United States. Hope we don't turn into California. Hey, here we go with the numbers today in the numbers department. That's Thursday, February the 25th, and these are the numbers for today. 131 new deaths in the past 24 hours. Actually, it's one more than yesterday. Yesterday we had 130 for the entire state of Florida. And then the entire state of Florida's positives, they're down by 488. Yesterday we had 7,128. Today we have 6,640. Now, if we look over here and take a look at the new vaccinations for the entire state of Florida for the past 24 hours, 114,305, 114,305. If we took at the vaccinations that we have done so far for the entire state of Florida, not in 24 hours, but since we started, 4,378,096. I'm going to move over here for just a teeny bit and show you another number that seems to be coming down. If I can do that, well, it's not letting me do that. All right, we're going to have to do it a different way. So check this out, 5.23. That's the positivity rate for the entire state of Florida. Every day for the past couple of days, it's been coming down, and we're in the fives. We're supposed to be under five or under for 14 days to say that we are getting close to getting things back to normal the way they're supposed to be. So this is the closest we've been in quite some time to being able to get this number, 5.23. Supposed to be under 5 for 14 days, but we're getting there. We were up in the 10s and 12s before. Alrighty, now let's take a look at Miami-Dade. Miami-Dade, 16 new deaths in the past 24 hours, 1,424 new positives, 9,049 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours in the Miami area. In Broward County, that's Fort Lauderdale, 4 new deaths to report, 770 new positives, 3,674 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours. In Palm Beach County, 15 new deaths to report, 520 new positives, and 4,152 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours in the Palm Beaches. Let's go up to Orlando. Let's go up to Mousetown. 15 new deaths in the past 24 hours, 355 new positives, 999 new vaccinations in Orange County. Not very many for Orange County. Take a look at Brevard County. Brevard County is Melbourne. 5 new deaths to report, 149 new positives, 500 new vaccinations up there in the past 24 hours in Orange County. And we're going to go up here a little bit further to Brevard County. Brevard County, that's Melbourne. 5 new deaths to report, 149 new positives, 500 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours. St. Lucie County, 7 new deaths in the past 24 hours, 99 new positives, 1,522 new vaccinations, again in the past 24 hours. Martin County is Stewart, no new deaths to report, 66 new positives, 367 new vaccinations. Not so many vaccinations there for you guys in Martin County. Of course, the biggest problem has been the snowstorm up north, and believe it or not, it's really disrupted a whole lot of things. Even though the snow's sort of going away, it just clogged everything up for a while. So a lot of these areas haven't been getting the vaccines that they needed to be able to put them out. Now, Indian River County obviously must have gotten some because, look at this, 2,669 vaccinations in the past 24 hours, 1 new death in the past 24 hours, 28 new positives. Now, these are the numbers over here on the left-hand side I'm going to show you for Indian River County. These are the zip codes in Indian River County, and these are all positives in the past 24 hours. Zip code 329482, zip code 329586, zip code 32960, Vero Beach proper, 6 new positives in the past 24 hours. Zip code 32962, 5. Zip code 329631, that's on the barrier island. Zip code 329665, zip code 329671, and zip code 329682. So there's the number of positives in Indian River County in the past 24 hours. We're going to go down here and take a look at the 7-day moving averages. So check this out. Look at this. This was down as well. Yesterday it was 149.14. It's been coming down just about every day. Now today it's 144.29. What does that mean? That means approximately 144 people passed away each day in the entire state of Florida for the past 7 days. Okay, these numbers down here, came in at 10:47 this morning, February the 25th. These are the state numbers that I give you every day, but first we'll take a look at the whole United States. Total number of administered vaccines so far, 66,464,947. Over almost 66.5 million people have gotten their vaccines so far. Daily doses, 1,295,639 in the past 24 hours. USA has used up 75% of their vaccines that they had on hand at the present time. But as you know, there is more coming. There are more coming. Crider, be accurate with your English here. Texas, 87,380, 68.5% of the vaccines used up in Texas. California, 205,832. They've used up 73% of theirs. Here in Florida, 114,305. We've used up 75% of our vaccines. Rhode Island, for Jay Grutman up there, 7,573. They've used up 74% of theirs. That 7,573 is a pretty big number for Rhode Island, that little small state up there. Colorado, 34,876. They've used up 83% of their vaccines. Wisconsin, 37,021. They've used up 88% of their vaccines. A pretty big number there. And then we take a look at Minnesota. It's tough for me not to say Minnesota. 35,121 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours. 78.2% of the vaccines have been used up there. I love those Minnesotans, though. They're very fine people. Lots of fun to hang out with. Spent a lot of time up there in the northern area. I can't exactly remember exactly where I was, but it was really a great spot where I was hanging out up there. And then I, of course, went over to Minneapolis and spent a little time there. New Jersey, 46,169, 78% of their vaccines have been used up. New York State, 65,890 in the past 24 hours of vaccinations, and that was 71% of their vaccines have been used. And then in New York City, they vaccinated 30,344, and they've used up 70% of their vaccines. We're going to go back up here one more time and take a look at the deaths of the past 48 hours. Let me do this. I'll have to make this a little bit smaller so we can see both of these things. But in the past 48 hours in the United States, 2,534 people passed away. In the past 48 hours, and I don't have the number for 24, as you can see, the only ones I have for 24 are over here. Texas was 311, California 312 in the past 48 hours, Florida 130 in the past 48 hours, Rhode Island 11, Colorado 10, Wisconsin 25, Minnesota 9, 99 for Jersey, and New York 127. Those are the people who passed away 48 hours ago. 24 hours ago, Florida is 131. I already gave you that number. Rhode Island is 9, Wisconsin 62, New Jersey 7, and New York was 90. Okay, so those are the numbers for our states. We keep keeping an eye here on the Dakotas. So 48 hours ago, they had 1 death in North and South Dakota. 24 hours ago, they had 1 death in North Dakota, but 8 in South Dakota. Their numbers are very small. Of course, they don't have a lot of people out there, but they've been pretty much open all the time up there. Alrighty, now let's go take a look at this big one. These are the really big numbers. We refer to this as the global view. Total number of cases, 28,383,500 517. Those are the number of people who have received COVID-19, who have gotten COVID-19 since we started keeping track of this. 28,388,000, a lot of people. 507,146 are the number of deaths, people who passed away as a result of COVID-19 here in the United States. Early in the week, we passed 500,000, but look where we are, 7,146 more than 500,000 just in this week alone. Global deaths, this is the biggest number on the chart, 112 million, almost 113 million people have contracted COVID-19 since we started keeping score here, keeping track of these. Keeping score, terrible choice of words. Boy, will I get reprimanded for that. I don't mean that, sorry about that, just slipped out, shouldn't be. Global deaths, 2,503,055. Those are the number of people who passed away in the entire world as a result of COVID-19. 2,503,055. Alrighty, folks, so those are the numbers for Thursday, February the 25th. It came in. I'm finishing this up right now about 3:36. It could take me till 5 o'clock to actually get it posted up there for you. I appreciate you watching, and don't forget to push the like button. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for being so loyal. It's good that you are still there. As long as we keep my numbers over 50, I'll be doing this for you. And needless to say, it's obviously a labor of love. As you know, I don't get paid for this. I'm not looking for money. I don't want any money to do it. I'm doing it because I felt like I was doing a pretty good public service. And for that, I appreciate you sending me nice emails and that sort of thing. That makes me feel good. Give me those likes. Push the like button. That helps a lot. Alrighty, folks. So I'll see you back here on Friday, the last day of the business week. This week, then it will be February the 26th. Ron Crider signing off for Thursday. Have a blessed day.